Hey everybody, Johan Magnuson here, Big Swede BBQ, and today we're making an amazing quesabirria on the Memphis Pro Kart ITC3. Now the first thing that we want to do is light up the Memphis Wood Fire Grill, so here's how we do that. We want to start up the grill setting it to 500 degrees, and we want to use oak pellets for this cook. The Memphis Wood Fire Grill is now up to temperature, so now it's time to prepare the spice mix and the peppers. We want to place 3 teaspoons of sesame seeds in a cast iron skillet. You also want to add 3 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of mixed peppercorn, a 2-inch cinnamon stick, 2 teaspoons of coriander seeds, 4 whole cloves, and 4 bay leaves. Then we want to place the cast iron pan with the spices in the grill. And now we're going to grill this until fragrant and the sesame seeds begin to brown. We want to remove it from the grill, and then we're going to place the spices in a grinder. Then you want to grind this into a fine grind and set aside. We're going to cut the stems and de-seed a couple of peppers. We're going to start with 6 gallo chili peppers. We want to do the same with 3 ancho chili peppers and also 3 small chili de arbol. Then we're going to add these to a cast iron skillet and place them in the grill. And now we want to grill these until they start to blister about 5 to 7 minutes. You want to turn them occasionally and remove the peppers when they're charred. The spice mix and the peppers are now ready, so it's time to start working on the birria. Now it's time to add a large cast iron pan to the grill. Then we want to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Next, we're going to add about 2 pounds of goat stew meat, cut and trimmed into 1-inch cubes. Then we want to cook the goat meat until browned on all sides. When ready, remove the cast iron pan from the grill. Now we're going to remove the goat meat from the pan and set aside. And then we want to finely dice 1 large white onion and add to the pan. And you also want to add about 7 cloves of minced garlic. We're going to place the cast iron pan back into the grill. You also want to stir in the spice mix. And now we want to saute the onion and the garlic until the onion's starting to brown. Next, we're going to add 4 cups of beef broth, and then we're going to add the roasted peppers as well. We want to lower the temperature to 350 degrees. Now you want to simmer this about 20 to 30 minutes. The peppers have now been in the birria for about 30 minutes, so now it's time for the next step in the process. You want to remove the cast iron pan from the grill. Then we're going to add 14 ounces of diced tomatoes, canned. We also want to add about 2 tablespoons of Mexican oregano and 2 teaspoons of ground thyme. Now you want to use an immersion blender and blend this until completely smooth. You want to season this with a couple of teaspoons of sea salt. Next, we want to add the brown goat meat into the pan. And now we're going to simmer this until the goat meat is very tender. This will take about 2.5 hours. The birria has now been simmering for 2.5 hours, and the goat meat looks amazingly tender. So now it's time to finish this dish. We're going to remove the cast iron pan from the grill, and now you want to remove the meat from the sauce and allow to cool enough to shred. While we're waiting for the meat to cool off, we're going to tear some Oaxaca cheese into string. We can set the cheese aside. When the meat is cool, you want to shred it with your hands, and you also want to add a little bit of the sauce. Now we want to add a griddle into the grill and increase the temperature to 500 degrees. Working in batches, we're going to dip a flour tortilla in the pot of sauce and place on the griddle. We want to add a little bit of the Oaxaca cheese and a little bit of the goat meat. Then we want to fold in half and brown on both sides. This will take about 3 to 4 minutes. We're going to pour the remaining sauce into small bowls. And then we want to add some diced onion, some cilantro, and squeeze a little bit of lime into the bowls. Then these Quesabirria Tacos are ready to serve. And that is how I make my Quesabirria on the Memphis Pro Kart ITC3. Now, if you want to know more about Memphis Wood Fire Grill, check out their website, memphisgrills.com, for more recipes and inspiration. And I think the only thing left for me to do is to try this, and look at that. That is beautiful. So let's get a good dip in there. And the key thing when eating tacos is tilt the head, not the taco. So here we go. Look at that. Oh, wow. This is so good. I hope you try it at home. Happy grilling.